Welcome in to the show once again, LastWord Productions. As you all know, I'm your host, Tavares Wilson, and I always get that last word, man. So before we jump into anything, man, I want to go ahead and say these couple things. If you're not doing so already, if you're here tuned in to the channel right now, hit like, subscribe on the YouTube channel, hit that bell notification, be notified whenever we go live. And as well as the fact that remember I'm on other socials as well, man. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. YouTube is not the only platform where you can find me, Last Word Productions. So if you there, 9 out of 10 times, I'm there too. Last Word Productions is the handle. So with all that being said, we got my boy here. Yet again another night. Mike, how you feeling, bro?
I'm good, bro. Bless, man. How you doing?
I'm good. I can't complain, man. So let's get off into the topics, man. So first things first, for those who not watching the game right now, the game pretty much is just now commenced and starting. The Broncos just punted the ball to the Raiders, so we're gonna see if the Raiders do anything with the ball. It's still 0-0, 7 minutes in. I mean 7 minutes left in the quarter. But before we continue off anything else, man, we gotta pay respects to excuse me, to Nealon, this Marshawn Nealon, who just passed away today, man. And unfortunately, it seems as if he took his own life because his girlfriend reported that he was making statements saying he'll end it all. And that's what he said towards her and her family. And it was, I'm not sure if they confirmed that whether the shot had came from, but police did confirm that he had a self-inflicted gunshot wound in his body. So I want to say this before anything else, bro. Y'all, if you tuning in right now, man, if you're watching, y'all checking on y'all people, man. You never know, bro. Life is hard. We come on here every Thursday. Of course, we trying to have our sports opinion shared because we love sports, we love this game, we love basketball. But at the end of the day, it's all a game, and life is happening outside of football and sports. So again, if you're not checking in on your people, if you haven't, if you don't know how they're doing, just call, just text, man. Like look after your loved ones and let shit go, bro. Like it's people out here in this world that's not speaking because of whatever happened in the past. There's not people speaking because of whatever mistakes were made or whatever actions were taken. Just let it go. It's not bigger than what tomorrow can be basically, or what it could potentially be. So, with all that being said, Mike, I'm gonna let you go, bro. What's your thoughts on the news, bro?
I think just piggybacking off what you said, bro, it's definitely sad. You think about him. He just had the highlight of his life, really.
Yeah, his first NFL touchdown. Mm-hmm.
Scoring the block punt or whatever. So, and me being as somebody that works in the mental healthcare field and works with patients who struggle with mental illness and depression and anxiety and all kind of shit, bro. From everything from like just depression and anxiety to schizophrenia and all kind of stuff. I could tell you, like people like, man, how did that happen? It's a quick flip, bro. Like you could be okay 1 minute and the next minute you feel like your whole world is crashing in on you. So for him to go from that major high to this extreme low of death is not something that's uncommon with people who deal with stuff like that. I think it's sad for sure. Just from what I tried to read up on it as much as I could today, but I couldn't get a lot of like factual information. But it seemed like he was pretty much driving away from the police. I don't know if he was running from them because he didn't want them to stop him from harming himself or whatever the case may be. But they say he was driving, he crashed his vehicle, he got out on foot, and by the time they found him, it was too late. He was already gone, and he had the self-inflicted gunshot. What appears to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. So, like you said, check on y'all people, man. I know we see like little memes and gifs all the time. And people say stuff like, check on your funny friend, or check on that person. Like that's real, bro. The person that often laughs the most and cracks the most jokes typically has the most pain. Like you see comedians commit suicide a lot, and they get on stage in front of thousands every day, every night, and make y'all laugh, make us feel good about ourselves. So definitely check on your people. Forgive who you need to forgive, even if it's not for them. Do it for yourself. But don't let another day go by, or something happen to somebody that you loved or once cared about and think you might just like I don't care. That kind of attitude that we walk around with sometimes because we upset. Like don't let that be the thing that causes you to miss out on an opportunity to connect with your people, your friends, former friends, whoever it may be. You know what I'm saying? They saying y'all gotta be back in a relationship or be all buddy again, but just let it go. For real, let that hurt go, man. Move on with your life. Forget that person, set them free, so you can set yourself free and just get help, bro. There's so many hotlines. You got suicide hotlines, you got depression hotlines, all kind of 800 numbers you can call, man. And just make that call. Like everybody, you ain't got to do it in front of people who are judging you for it. Make that call on your own time in the privacy of your own home, your room, whatever you got to do. But just don't let yourself succumb to that kind of thinking, man, because you can't come back from it when you get one.
You're right. And Jeffrey Simmons, star tackle for Tennessee, he came out and spoke on this as well, saying essentially, it's unfortunate to see what happened to one of his brothers, in terms of the football community and the teams itself. Like I said, it's bigger than the sport. And this is something that he understands. He did provide the hotline number as well in terms of suicide prevention and talks and things of that nature. So this is something that people have to realize is, again, like life continues outside of the stadium, bro. And I think a lot of people, they get blinded by the entertainment, the glory of the game, and they don't understand that these are still human beings at the end of the day. So that's why I feel as if it has to come a common ground and common courtesy for the NFL and these major leagues to ensure that their players are okay. I don't think enough is being done for these guys in terms of their mental health and their well-being, their check-ins and stuff like that. But it's an unfortunate situation. It's sad. It's terrible. My condolences and prayers go out to his family and loved ones for sure, because it's just something that I don't wish on no one to experience, bro. I really don't.
Definitely.
But with that being said, man, I want to talk about some more stuff, but we're gonna move into basketball. So before we move into basketball, though, I want to update y'all and let y'all know the Raiders did just score. Ashton Genty scored a rushing touchdown for those, fantasy owners and lovers. You feel me? So if you got them in fantasy, you just got yourself six and some change. So, but I want to move off into Russell Westbrook, man, and I gotta discuss this about Westbrook, bro. But before I get into my spiel, I want you to go first. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. So last night, Russell Westbrook not only, you feel me, achieved the milestone of getting 204 triple doubles, but he also became the greatest rebounding point guard of all time, surpassing Jason Kidd with the most rebounds ever of a point guard. And he said the night before that he is the greatest rebounding point guard this game has ever seen. So, with all that being said, dog, what are your thoughts on Russell Westbrook and these milestones he has added to his legacy?
I was one of those people, I'll be honest, I had a hard time evaluating Russ overall just because his efficiency was so low for the longest. But I also, just you ain't blind, respect this game. He's obviously a first ballot Hall of Fame point guard when he's done. But for him to stamp it and say that and then go out and perform and do that, he is. It's a fact. It ain't just him talking. It's literally a fact. He's the best rebounding point guard ever. And we never thought we'd see the triple-double again. Average for a season, bro. Did what, 3 or 4 times?
You did 3 times.
He did 3 times to the point that we started to not care about the triple-double no more. That's just how regularly bro was getting. Like, he made the supernatural seem mundane. And it took him a long time to get a team. Sacramento gave him a shot. He hooping, bro. Like, averaging 15, 7, and 6 on 47% shoot from the field. Like, 47%. 47% is good, period, league-wide. But for him, especially somebody that's notoriously like in the low 40s, high 30s, that's great. Like, he's actually getting better with age. He's getting more efficient, more consistent in knocking down that corner three. There was a time where you could leave him open. You was more worried about him dunking on your head and jumping over you pretty much. But wherever he goes, bro, he do the same thing. He bring the energy, bring the intensity. Everybody that plays with him has to elevate their level of play. He don't tolerate no slacking, no bullshit. He not with none of the goofy shit. He's straight business. Off the court, his I've never seen anybody say anything bad about him teammate-wise. They all seem to love him. But on that court, once he crossed that line, he turn it on, and for 48 minutes or however long you're on the court, he giving you hell, straight up. And so, salute the rest, man. For him to even be still playing at this level, considering pretty much nobody wanted to pick him up for real. Like, they thought he was done. He was washed. And this don't look like a washed point guard that I'm watching. It look like bro still got some juice in the tank, and even without him being as explosive as he was before, he's still dominating basketball. Still, so
Right. We'll be moving on to Panthers winning in Lambeau. We're gonna get to the football, Josh. Don't worry. We're gonna get the football.
we gotta talk about it.
I promise. We're gonna get the football, man. But let me say this about Russell Westbrook, man. I said this a couple years ago. I said I feel like history would be kinder to Russ once it's all said and done because in the moment we know now he wasn't the most efficient point guard, at least not consistently. We know he made boneheaded errors and plays from time to time, and we all know he was a pretty much a loose cannon some nights where you never knew what you was gonna get. He was a wild card, and there's no denying that. But I did always say one thing: I feel that Russell Westbrook is one of the most underappreciated athletes in across any sport. And the reason I say that is because Russell Westbrook was the one player who I've seen legitimately like. Let's just go through the stretch, right? When Kevin Durant got hurt, out ACL, whatever the injury was, I can't recall exactly. Russell Westbrook increased not only his volume and efficiency of scoring, but he led the league in scoring. To turn back the next year, he gets hurt, he comes back, and he yet again leads the league in scoring, and he's top 3 in assists. With Kevin Durant now gone. So now you go get Paul George. What does he do for Paul George? He quite literally makes Paul George have a career season where Paul George is a top 3 MVP, not only player in terms of voting, but he's also a DPOY guy who also was a first All-NBA player playing alongside Russell Westbrook. And Russell Westbrook led the league in assists that season, on top of the fact he dialed back his shooting volume and scoring so Paul George can get better looks. And that's not even speaking on the fact that when Paul George left, he once again increased his output. He got to the Wizards, did the same thing, got them to the playoffs for the first time. And I believe at that point was 5-6 years. And so now we turn around. He does these things. He helps makes his teams better. And people will sit here and tell you Westbrook was a cancer to locker rooms, that he was detrimental to teams, and that he was someone who you couldn't win with, or he wasn't a building block. But all he ever did was come in and help players become better. He did it for Paul George. He did it for Bradley Beal. He did it for Kevin Durant a large portion of his career. And so now what they point to the triple-double saying he's chasing numbers. And then you pull up the fact that when he gets a triple-double, his team wins over 75% of the games they play in when he gets one. So it's mind-boggling to me how people move the goalposts when it comes to certain players, and he's one of them. And I've said this for years. Like, he's going to go down as, in many people's eyes, no one is going to view him as a top 10 point guard of all time. No one is going to view him as that. Most people won't. But the argument for him being that is solidified. It's there. I mean, we're talking about a guy who's one of the best scoring point guards this game has seen. Whether you like him or not, whether you think he's efficient or not, he's one of the better scoring point guards the guard has ever seen. He's arguably the most athletic, if not the most athletic point guard the game has ever seen. We just said he's the best rebounding point guard ever. And he's one of the better defenders at his position that the game has seen. I'm not saying he's an All-NBA player in terms of his defensive prowess, but is he a slouch on that end? No. So when you accumulate all those things, how are we saying he's not at the very least top 10 all time? To me, it don't make sense. Because if this anyone else, if we were talking about Curry, if we was talking about Magic, if we was talking about IT, Steve Nash, even, like, it will be a different conversation. But for whatever reason, it's just the popular thing to discredit Russell Westbrook and what he's been to the game, what he's added. And it's crazy. I can't understand why. And I get it. He's had boneheaded moments, plays, series, games. I'm not denying any of that shit. And he more often than you would like. But when you turn the tape on, when you look at the film and you look at the overall impact on the teams he's played on, he's been better than worse more often than not. And whether people want to admit that for the truth or not, that's on them. But it's the truth.
Yeah, like looking at these stats, I think it's idiotic to not have him top 10 at this point. To me, it's more of a where is he at within that 10? Like, is he 1 to 5? Is he 5 to 10? And I feel like it was quick for people to throw Curry off. Curry, first, second best point guard ever. But it's like, okay, so if you feel like that about Steph, where's Russ at then in that conversation? Not saying Russ is better than Steph, obviously, but just impact what he's done with his career, impact on the game, winning. He took that Thunder team to what, 4th, 5th seed? Just him and Oladipo. So like, I mean, it's like you gotta put some respect on that. Steph's never had to carry a team on his own, and Steph is one of the greatest players ever. That's not debatable. But Steph's never had to carry a team. He's always had his sidekicks with him, pretty much. He's always had Draymond. He's always had Clay up until last year before. So he's never won without them guys. He's always had them guys. So the fact that he's had that consistency and continuity with that same nucleus at all times, it helps. It matters. So, and it's not to say he couldn't have won without him, but I don't think Steph could have carried that Thunder team to a top 4 or 5 seed in the West by himself the way Russ did. It wouldn't have happened. And that's because he was doing everything. People say he's chasing numbers, but they needed everything he was doing. Like there was never a night they went into a game and you felt like they was just going to win that game. It was a guarantee unless they was playing like the Charlotte Hornets or the Wizards or something. I'm like, the only 2 teams you probably thought when they played, I'm like, oh yeah, they got them games. It don't matter what Russ do. Other than that, they was scrapping every night. So I agree with
you. Yeah, man. I think a lot of people.
Russ don't kiss ass, bro. That's what it is. Russ ain't the cookie cutter type of nigga, bro. He gonna tell you how he feel. He gonna curse you out if he want to curse you out. He gonna call you a dumbass. Like niggas don't like that. That's all it is for real.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. There's definitely some. He definitely leaves a bad taste in some people's mouth with his personality, his persona. So I could see that being an issue.
I don't mind it. I'd rather the motherfucker shoot me straight. You ain't gotta bullshit me. But people like that. People don't like being handled delicately. Even like we grown ass men playing a sport. Like, nut up. We trying to win.
Yeah, I agree. But let's get off into some other basketball stuff, man. So what team has impressed you the most so far? Like what team has impressed you the most, and what team has disappointed you the most in terms of the 2 surprises for you this season so far?
So impressed me the most, I would say it's gotta be twofold for me. It's my Lakers for sure. This was the variation of the lineups we've had and different things like that and still winning games. And then I would say the Chicago Bulls. Like the Bulls actually look like a basketball team. It's been so the Bulls are never good. They're never consistent. They go through these ebbs and flows, bro. They draft a bunch of the same position and they end up shipping them all out. Like when they had a bunch of power forwards, when they had like Bobby Portis, Lloyd Markkanen, the dude Felicio from Brazil. They traded for Nikola Vucevic. And we just like, what the f are you doing with all these front court players? And they got rid of them all. They kept Vucevic. That's it. Then they went the other way. They had all them guards. You had Zach. You had DeMar. You had Ayo. You had Satoransky. You had Kobe White. Like 6, 7 guards. You had Lonzo. What are we doing with all these point guards and shooting guards? And so they got rid of most of them. So like I think they finally have found balance. One of their favorite players is he's a second-year player for me watching is Modest Zabelis. He's from Chicago, actually. Went to one of them prep schools and then played for, I think, the G League Ignite and got drafted to the Bulls. So he's playing for the hometown team. But dude is 6'10", with a handle. He can shoot. He's smooth. And he can jump. Like, buddy, get up there. He active. He get up. So I would say them 2 teams. Most disappointing, I would say – I don't know if I have a most disappointing team, to be honest, right now, just because it's so early. But I would say I think we expected the Spurs is still doing okay. But I would say maybe just from a dominance standpoint, and it's more so because of how Wemby's playing. Like he'll give him his 40, and then it's like you 3 for 15. Like that up and down for him still, I think, is impacting their overall dominance. And I expected them to compete to be like a top 5 seed with what they got. So I would say maybe them, but Everybody else is pretty much okay for now. It's still early, so I don't want to get too carried away. But yeah,
I mean, shit, the Spurs got up to their best start.
yeah,
They
they
won
did.
6 games in like what since 2006. I mean, they've been all right.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't really have the most disappointing. I would just say, I guess from him being the best player on that team, he's had a couple of already like really dud games, which is kind of surprising considering how he started off.
All right. So for me, the most impressive for me so far, I agree with you on the Bulls. But if I had to, play devil advocate and just pick another team for the sake of picking someone, I gotta go with I gotta go with the Sixers, man. I mean, these young guys, Edge Cone, Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain has not been in the lineup all season, but they still are showcasing that they could play well together. This young core can grow. I mean, I know they lost tonight against not tonight, excuse me, but yesterday against the Cavaliers, excuse me. And, Darius Garland first game back this season, but for one, I just think they are showing that there's something legitimately there. Like there's something that can be scratched on the surface that could be probably go deeper than what it is right now. And
Oh,
Joel Embiid at this point, man, I think he's really becoming a nuisance at this point. And I'm not saying that to say I don't think Joel Embiid isn't a great player. I think Joel Embiid could go to a situation and still be a top contributor, no doubt about it. But I just think he has to be moved. I think it's his best for both parties at this point.
yeah,
And in terms of disappointment, Josh had commented one. He said Pacers being 1-7 fairly disappointing. I mean, to be fair to them, they got injuries, man. I mean,
yeah.
it's not it's
Yo,
not what I expected from them, to be honest. If I'm being completely honest with you, I didn't expect them to be out there competing every night. I think Rick Carlisle is doing the best he can with what he got. So
he ain't got much. So
more power to him. But if I had to pick a disappointment, is for me, it's quite easily Orlando right now. I think Orlando gave up a lot.
I didn't think about them. You're right.
They gave up a lot this offseason to get Desmond Bain. They invested in a lot of young pieces and young players. And what but was most disappointing about them, Paulo Banchero has clearly taken a step back. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
His jumper is nowhere near the level it should be at this point. And that was something that was a concern last season. Could he consistently develop a jump shot that could not only free up space for him, but help him become a bit of a playmaker, better playmaker, because people will have to respect it. And I'm just not seeing it, bro. And it's unfortunate because he got talent, he can play, but I'm not seeing it right now from him. It just seems like for me, the Orlando Magic are just nowhere near the team people thought we were getting. And it's unfortunate because again, the like I said this last part, I mean the East is wide open. I mean it's anyone's game right now. So for them to go out and make the moves they made to try to make this team better, and they just simply can't get out their own way. It seems it's terrible. So
yeah. I ain't thinking about Orlando. You right on the money with that.
I gotta say them for most biggest disappointment right now. I think, and it's unfortunate because like I said, Franz Wagner I think has played solid this year. Paulo Banchero, the numbers will deceive you. He's averaging 23 and almost 10, but he's taking a step back offensively in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not an impactful 23 and 10.
Lakers team got a disaster in making it work. Yeah, JJ Redick. To be fair to JJ, man, JJ is coaching his ass off right now because he got guys like Drake Laravia, Jared Vanderbilt, Vandal, you know, Rui has shot the ball lights out all season. So it's it's a lot of coaching that I see that is helping the Lakers stay competitive at the very least every night.
Because
So
I wanted Vando ass gone. I was over it, bro. Tired of seeing it. But he hooping.
Vando is a literal energy player, bro. He plays with straight, just cutting, steals, open runs.
Yeah,
He has quite
open
literally no
to
ability on
shoot.
offensive end.
Yeah.
He has no ability on offensive end. It's bad. Like it's bad.
He
And
ever
it's
hit
crazy.
with any kind of regularity, it might be up. Like he might make 20 million a year. Like, bro, just to give me some, please.
Yeah, he gives you nothing on that end, boy. I ain't gonna lie. But let's move off into the next segment, man. You got anything else you want to add before we do?
No, good.
All right, so let's move off into the NFL trade deadline. A lot of moves was made, man. So a lot of places acquired new faces. You feel me? Not as many moves as I thought it could possibly be, but it was still some significant moves to say the least. So before we get into the exact moves, what move impressed you the most, and who you think came out the winner and losers of the trade deadline?
I would say both them Jets moves, honestly, they loaded up. They did the right thing. That team is ass. It's not going nowhere. No time soon. Get rid of it. Blow it up. Only thing you kept was Garrett Wilson, which was smart, I think, because his stock is high still. Plus, he's injured right now anyway, but I think it was smart. Both the Jets moves, I think they won the deadline. Because, yeah, you got talent, but y'all ain't going nowhere. You got to reset the culture, reset everything else. And you sent both players to better situations, really. So you also kind of looked out for them when you could have really sent them to some shit teams. You didn't. So I think it was smart on their part. Uh, I would say the Eagles made some moves. Honestly, and I'm gonna say this, and then if I'm wrong, I'm sure niggas are clipping it and bite me in the ass. Jair Alexander is washed. It's a wrap. He's done. So the Eagles traded for him really didn't mean nothing, but I think getting Jalen Phillips adds depth to their D line, which I mean, who don't need more bodies, right? So I think that's good. I would say the losers of the deadline would be my Niners, in my opinion, because we didn't do slap shit, nothing. Like we just lost Michael Williams for 20 this year, who's the number 11 pick in the draft. Our depth at the D line that we had spent all season accumulating and building is gone. You already don't have Fred. You don't have Nick. You don't have Michael. And you got like third tier guys. Like you got Bryce Huff. Gross Matos is hurt too. Like we needed more help up front. And the unwillingness to give up a second round pick to get like a Jermaine Johnson to me, I think is dumb as hell because we're still very much in the race. And we got a lot of offensive weapons coming back, even though our defense is kind of depleted. So I would say those are my takeaways from the deadline for sure.
Okay. So for me, man, I think the best move, I think personally, I think the coach trading for Sauce Gardner was the best move in my opinion. I don't think I'm not sure if he was worth two first round picks, but hey, when you know you got your guy, you got your guy. I'm not mad at him for it. No, I know a lot of people think Sauce has become significantly like overrated, but at the end of the day, the man was playing for a 1-7 football team, bro. You like we can sit here and evaluate players. We can sit here and say he lost a step, whatever case may be. End of the day, he played for 1-17, dog, and he was still top three in pass breakups and pass breakup percentage,
Yeah.
and he still was out there playing pretty goddamn good. And he's unmotivated. In my opinion, he was unmotivated because when he got on the interview in front of the press, in front of the coach, the first thing he literally said he didn't even know how to react because how happy he was. Like he's with a winning organization. That's literally what he said. So now that you're actually playing for something, now you're going to get the best ball out of him. So you might get back to that first year, second season, you feel me, Sauce Gardner form.
Yeah.
So you pair that with Travarius Ward when he comes back from injury. So and with Kenny Moore in the slot, I mean, you just became one of the better secondaries in the league. So
Yeah.
I got to give them that. I think the coach got that, but I also think the Jets loading up on picks for the next couple of years was a great move by them. And I think just overall losers, man. I mean, I'm not out of the teams that made moves. I don't necessarily think anyone lost per se, but in terms of teams that possibly could have made moves and didn't, I gotta say New York, man, because I think New York dropped the ball on not getting one of these younger receivers who could come in and help develop with Jackson Dart and with Malik Neighbors does come back. Because I thought they was for sure going to be in a run for someone like Chris Olave, I don't know, Jacoby Myers, something. I just thought they was going to go out against somebody, but they didn't. And that was, to me, that was crazy that they didn't. But
I think with them too, they might be looking at their record now and just saying, do we spend compensation now on the receiver, or do we just draft them with our first round pick in this upcoming draft with the receivers you got coming out, like a Carnell Tate or a Jordan Tyson from ASU or something like that? Do we just wait and do it then? Because I can say the same thing about Buffalo. Like Josh been suffering with just randoms and above, barely above bum type receivers. And he been working with it, but like I feel like they should have made a move. Like what Seattle gave up for Shaheed, they could have gave up for Shaheed or tried to get a Jalen Waddle. I don't know if y'all had him available or not, but I'd have definitely put a call in for Waddle. I'd have put a call in for Olave. Like, hey, what y'all want? First round pick? We had it. Like, who cares? Y'all going to the playoffs every year anyway. It's not gonna be a high pick, so give it up. Just the Keon Coleman should be taking a step. He has not. He's done nothing. I don't know what's going on with him personally or what's going on with his game and development. He doesn't look like anywhere near the person that they drafted or the caliber receiver he was coming into the draft. Like, I don't know what's going on with bro. It just don't look good. It don't look good at all. He looks slow. He's not getting any separation. He's not getting open. He's not even tracking the ball right. Like there's so many plays you look at him, he's looking over the wrong shoulder. The ball coming right here, he's looking over here. It's just, I don't know. I feel like they should have got Josh for receiver for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Cowboys making trades made no sense to me. They still got 2 first round picks next season, so I think they was willing to try to build up some form of a defense and then still add through the draft. So I mean, at the end of the day, they went out and got Quentin Williams and Logan Wilson. I'm not sure why they went out and got Quentin Williams, but would not pay Micah Parsons. That would confuse me. But hey, I guess if it works for them, it works for them. Giants got no hope this year. No reason to throw away future.
Let me start. Wait though, like Chris Olave is 24, 25 years old. So like that's still, I mean, like I said, I feel like they might just want to go with a rookie contract on the receiver because he is going to be due for a payday. So maybe they was looking at that too versus just getting a rookie who's already slated on the scale. But I wouldn't say they would be throwing away their future had they gone after him or Waddle. Waddle's already been paid, so why not?
Yeah, that's what I agree. I think at this point you need proven entities and talent. You got a defense that's competitive now. The secondary could be a tad better, but they're good enough. You got an offense that has potential. The offensive line could be better. The receivers is the biggest need, in my opinion. They need another receiver. Sauce to Indy is amazing. They begin something else. They're going to be something else. Yeah, that was the best move in my personal opinion. So, with all that being said, man, let's get off into the next topic, bro. And that I want to discuss is the Miami Dolphins and Tua Tagovailoa. Ian Rappaport reported 2 straight days that there's legitimate speculation and rumors that if this next month of football does not go well for Tua or the Dolphins don't see improvement, that he will be benched in favor of Quinn Ewers. So my thing is, do you believe that's the right move? Do you think that would be the right move for them?
Yeah, absolutely. Because then at that point, you just want to get the highest draft pick possible. So why not? Like, I don't think Quinn Ewers gonna come in and light it up, but he might. It might give your team a spark too. So like, it'll have guys with something to look forward to next year. Either way it goes, whether he play okay or he get benched, I think this is last year in their Dolphins uniform anyway. Like, they either gonna cut him and eat the cap, how Denver did with Russ, or they gonna find somebody that's willing to take him. If they were got a deal where they pay most of it or up front or whatever, you know how it is. Like, oh, you pay most of the salary this year, we'll take him on all that, or spread the money out over dead cap years and just let them go. Like they tried, you know, it's just not working. If they should have sold everything. But I also think they need a full off season to do stuff like that. So I feel like this off season, You'll see Waddle gone. You'll see him gone. You'll see Minka get traded again. All of that. Whatever needs to be done will be done so they can recoup and reset the team. They just need to blow it up, man. McDaniels need to be gone so you can bring in a new coach. You already got rid of the GM, so bring in a new head coach that can get his system started on a good note with extra picks and shit like that to lay a foundation for Miami to be successful.
Right, here's my issue. But I'm gonna speak on this first because it's been reported that Mike McDaniel is, as it stands right now, it seems everything is pointing in the direction of him coming back next season, and I think that's just the most idiotic thing the owner Stephen Ross could do at this point because you're going to handicap yourself of getting the best possible candidate for a general manager position. And the reason you're going to handicap yourself is because you're bringing in a GM and telling him he has to work with a coach. The GMs, as we all know across the league, more often than not pick their head coaches. They choose the guy and appoint him to be their guy because that's who they feel they can win the most with. So if you're telling a guy, a GM already, that hey, listen, this is our guy, you got to work with him, got to make it work. Don't make the same dumbass decision, man. Now, excuse my language, but Stephen Ross, like, please, bro, like, you have a chance to wipe the slate clean. You can get rid of Tua, you can get rid of Mike, you can trade whoever you want to trade. You have value now in the team that can be utilized in order to build for the future within the next 2 to 3 years. And like just like what the Patriots just did with Drake May and what they're doing right now with Mike Vrabel, like it's not hard to do. Like it's football, bro. It's not rocket science. Just clean house is not working. It has not worked. It will not work. Just let it go. Like I have no idea why he is fixated on doing this shit half-ass and not completely letting stuff just go. Chris Greer has been with the team for over 20 plus years as in some shape or form, whether it was as a scout, a head of scout, GM, whatever, and you won nothing with him in the building. And now you're doing the same. You're doing the same thing with Mike McDaniel, bro. Let it go. I don't wish nothing on no one to lose any job or any career because at the end of the day, you only get one real opportunity to be an NFL head coach, and if you flame out, you flame out a lot of times. But at this point, it's clear it's not working. It won't work.
There you go.
He has to let this shit slide, man. Like it's good to admit that it did not work. It's fine.
It's like a toxic relationship for real. Like you scared to let him go, like you don't want to see him go somewhere else or be with somebody else. It's okay, bro. Just let it happen.
Yeah, it's killing me, man. But as far as Tua goes, as far as benching him, listen, I believe this is Tua last season, point blank period. I think he's going to be done after this season with the team, and I think, to be quite frank, I think it's the right move. And the reason being it's the right move is because of the simple fact that Tua, when you watch him play, he's clearly taking a step back. I don't know if it's something mental. I don't know if it's because he's becoming physically incapable of doing some of the things he once did, but he does not look nowhere near as athletic as he once was. He doesn't have the arm talent. He never had the arm talent, but now his arm looks even weaker. And to be honest, he's just not playing the game smartly right now. I mean, we talking about a guy who leads the league in interceptions right now, tied with Geno Smith. So it does not look good. And if he already was handicapped by his limited physical ability, now he's not even making good decisions. So it's bad overall right now for the man. So would I be surprised at all if he gets benched? Absolutely not, because the play isn't good. But I'm on whatever train allows us to get the highest draft pick in the draft. That's what I'm on. If that means keep playing Tua, that means keep playing Tua. That means bench for Quinn Ewers, bench for Quinn Ewers. I don't let it go, bro. Like it's done. Like we had our fun. We scored our 70 points against the Broncos. It was cool. It's over, bro. Like
he said we had fun.
It's over. It's not gonna work. It failed. It's okay to say that. It failed.
It's been tough on y'all, man. I feel for you.
What's up, my boy? How you feeling, bro? Drake May's something else though. He the best quarterback to come out in some years.
We got slow all that for real.
Listen,
We got slow all the way down with that.
listen, man. I like Drake May, man.
You too.
And Drake might very well end up being the best quarterback in his draft class, and that's a possibility.
He ain't done nothing yet.
I'm saying he might end up the best draft.
All of this started with this season so far because they won 6 games or 7 games. He didn't even play a full season. Can we get a full season of this first? Like, I don't mind having the conversation.
Man, to be fair, he came on last season pretty well. He's doing it now this season with a 7-2 record. And he has little to no offensive weapons at all. Like, it's scarce over there right now. We talking about Travion Henderson and Stephon Diggs on a good day. Like, that's it pretty much. And I mean, Hunter Henry's solid too, but it's Hunter Henry, bro. He's not moving the needle for anyone. Let's be real here. And so I think that's what's most impressive. And what's even more impressive is that he's been arguably the most accurate quarterback this season. I mean, I think he was leading the league in completion percentage for the first 8 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, if he's still not. So it's been impressive, bro, to say the least, dog. I mean, he has a chance. He has a chance.
Man, we just saw a quarterback go to the NFC Championship game as a rookie. Can we let it happen before they go to crown them?
Let Quinn play before you can't even get a 7 for Tua. I mean, I'm not looking to trade Tua again. They can release him for all I care. I know you're not getting a lot back for Tua. They're going to have to release him. They're going to, and as they should. So let's move off into the next topic, bro. And the next thing I wanted to discuss is pretenders or contenders. You feel me? We're talking NFL.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be discussing some teams who have looked good or some teams who are on the horizon, and we're gonna just declare whether or not this team is legit or they just fake. First team I got, we just talked about them, man. We got the New England Patriots. Are they contenders or pretenders?
They pretenders for now. I gotta say that because I still don't think they're better than Buffalo. Yeah, they beat them, but Josh has run that division for the last 6-7 years consistently, and we don't know if the Patriots can sustain that with the limited offensive weapons they got. So I had to see it first to believe it.
Okay, I agree with that sentiment. I got to see it first to believe it. They, to their credit, they did beat the big bad wolf of the division on the road. I give them credit for that. Drake May played well. Stephon Diggs played well, but got to see them do it consistently. They got to beat the better teams consistently. So I say pretenders for right now. Next team I got, man. I got the Indianapolis Colts.
Contenders for I feel like they got exposed Sunday. Like, all you really got to do with them is like bottle JT up and make Danny reach for and the Steelers showed you that like we're not letting JT go crazy. All right, damn, we do. He can't. But I'm gonna say I'll give them contenders because they have been dominating up to that point, I guess, in the season. But I saw some red flags with them for sure.
I'm gonna say pretenders, and the reason is when they've ran into teams that are actually worth a damn, they've lost. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, listen, all respect to Daniel Jones, all respect to JT. I love Jonathan Taylor. I think JT is one of the more underappreciated backs in our league because injuries have plagued him, and he has been a guy that's been forgotten about. Everyone hopped on Jameer and Bijan Robinson train, and they forgot JT was still here. But with all that being said, the Pittsburgh Steelers defense was quite literally horrible coming into this game. It was not good. Mm-hmm. And Daniel Jones, when not there, went back to prime New York Daniel Jones. He was horrible.
Prime New York Daniel Jones.
And this is against a team that had a bad defense. Yeah, they're a solid team on paper, and they got a good record. It's just the moment the Colts run into someone who's actually worth anything,
Or for
they,
damn.
they lose. So it's like they lost to the Rams too.
But see, with that one, I give him a pass because bro fumbled that bitch going to the end zone, and then
But the thing is too though. We was discussing last what that was like 2-3 weeks ago how the Rams haven't even been clicking for real, and I said that I said give the Rams mid-season and we're gonna see what they really are because Stafford. I said this on here. Stafford was still getting his ways back. He ain't throw a pass all off season or preseason. I said Puka's been in and out the lineup. He been hurt. You got guys in and out the lineup because of injuries or because they not getting the snaps or whatever the case may be. I said you got to give the Rams at least till mid-season. That's when I know if they're real or not. So they lost to a Rams team that we all said on this same podcast and said not even playing that damn good. So that's two teams that we just said ain't been playing that good, and they both beat the Colts when they actually ran into some decent competition.
That's fair. That's a good way to look at it.
But next team I got, man, I got the Kansas City Chiefs.
Pretenders. I'm not. At some point, all that, we can just come back and this, that, and the third shit bite you in your ass, bro. Like, they done had 6-7 years straight of long playoff runs. Attrition sets in. They normally gets everybody. They have been very lucky and fortunate that it hasn't really clipped them like that at the wrong time. But I don't think Denver, with the schedule comparison to what they got left compared to what Denver got left, and the Chargers seemingly to have woken back up to remember that they're supposed to be good, I don't see them getting in. If the playoffs started today, they'd be out. When's the last time we've ever been able to say that about them in any season at the halfway mark? Like, never. So I don't even know if they make the playoffs here. People gonna say, "Oh, it's Chris Pat, your bet against Pat." That's fine, but it get everybody eventually, bro. Like 7-8 years in the AFC championships or some like it catch up to you, bro. It is what it is, and so it might just be their time. Even if they make the playoffs, I don't think they're coming out of the AFC this
year. Okay. Contenders, they just got a solid group and getting healthier. We're gonna see, man. I think
just lost Sunday.
Can't rule Andy Reid out. Honestly,
Buffalo losing players during the game, like losing starters during the game, they still beat them. So,
I mean, I'm gonna say contenders is listen, man. I gotta see the Chiefs lose, bro. I gotta see it.
I get it. I get it, bro. I get it. That's how everybody be feeling. I just feel like I
gotta see them lose. All right, next team I got, man. I got the Green Bay Packers.
They on fraud watch for me right now. Everybody was over the moon, start the season. They got Michael, Jordan Love, this, that, and the third. I told y'all, bro, just wait. And just like I said, right on cue, you turn around and lose to the damn fucking Panthers and score 13 points while doing it. It be shit like that, bro. You lost to Panthers and the Browns. We talking about teams who ain't working. We talking about the Colts. These niggas losing the bums. How do you lose to the Colts and to the Browns who can't even score points? Like it's concerning to me. And now you're gonna mess around and don't let Chicago beat you in the head-to-head matchup. Then you in third. Like they just gonna keep on playing and they're gonna fuck around and end up finishing 10-6-1 or whatever. They got the one tie in. You tied with Dallas, giving up 40 damn points to Dallas, and you lost to the Browns and the Panthers. That shit is fraudulent. I'm sorry. I know you like Jordan Love. I gotta see it. He always turn it on second half of the season. That's what everybody say. That's what he do, right? So I'm gonna give him a chance to turn it on. But right now, fraud.
Yeah, right now they're pretenders, and a lot of that is because, for me personally, I just think there's no stability, man. Josh actually said it right here. They're unstable. And I agree. And when I say unstable, I don't mean in terms of like the coaching per se. I mean in terms of the literal personnel. Like there's not enough talent on the offense, period. That's just what it is. I think Matthew Golden has not emerged at all in any way, shape, or form as I thought he would. I think the man could play. I think he's talented, but he's not getting the ball, he's not getting calls, whatever. I don't know what it is. But The opportunity is not there. Romeo Dobbs, okay. Christian Watson, okay. I mean, who are we talking about?
Josh Jacobs. That's what you got him for.
Josh Jacobs, Williams, the backup running back, it's okay. Like these guys, Jacobs and Williams are solid 1-2 running back the backfield duo. But outside of that, I mean, Tucker Crabbe just tore his ACL. He's gone. Your best receiving option is done. So what are we doing now? It's not good right now on that side of the ball in terms of the personnel and talent. And they have to address that shit at some point. They can't treat this like an Aaron Rodgers situation where Aaron Rodgers, he showed he could go out there without throwing the ball to a first round draft pick his entire career and make it happen. Nah, it can't be that situation. And you need to draft proven talent at the position or go out and get it. It's not working right now. So I get them pretenders too, man. But and for the last team I got for you, I got the Seattle Seahawks.
I fucking hate them for obvious reasons, but they're contenders. And I ain't
I'm about to say, let's see if you be biased, man.
I ain't speaking on their ass, fuck them, but they contenders.
I'm about to say, let's see if you be biased.
JSN the best receiver in the league this year. Sam looked good. The defense is elite. And they went on the road. They traveled with. They went on the road, which is hard to do. So we all know defense travels. I'm a little concerned about their run game, but that's other than that. And you just added Shaheed, so now you got an additional threat. Cooper Kupp still got a chance to come back healthy. You got to see what that's going to be like with him. So now you got him, Shaheed, Horton, and JSN.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they continue for sure. I give them it. That's all I'm doing though.
Pretenders done just ain't got me, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say contenders for now, but I will not be shocked at all if Sam Darnold went out there and wet the bed again like he did last season with the Vikings.
I hope you do. As a Niner fan, I want him to wet the motherfucking bed. So, I mean, I'm cool with it.
JSN not better than Jamar still. I mean, he's not, but he's having a better season.
Best receiver in the league this year. Listen to what I said. I didn't say he was the best receiver overall. I didn't say he was the number one receiver ever. He's the best receiver in the league this year. Period. It's not even debatable. Even with the monster 200-yard games Jamar had, look where the distance and gap still is with less reception.
So, I will say this though, man. I mean, I want to speak on the comments that were made by Jamar Chase and Chase Brown in the locker room after they lost to the Bears. Excuse me. How they scored over 90 points in 2 weeks and lost both games. And Jamar was asked, what do you expect once you leave off the field with the league and the defense out there? Like, what are you thinking in that moment? He's saying, defense get a stop. That's it. Like, he's saying, I don't want to speak on anything. That's not my position. I worry about the offense, and that's me. Like, and Chase Brown adds in his comments, he's saying, just get a damn stop. Like, that's pretty much it. And I want to say this because I know a lot of people will say, oh, that's this type of stuff that splits locker rooms, this type of stuff that, get people internally, like, you feel me, beefing or whatever. Listen, man, let me say this shit. This is football, bro. These grown men out there, they had 45, 48 seconds to go in the game. You can't stop a fucking nosebleed. I don't care who said it.
Yes, bro. It ain't even like you was playing like Pat. It's Caleb, bro.
Like, I don't care. I don't care who said it, bro. I don't care if Chase Brown said it. I don't care if T. Higgins said it. I don't care if the Waterboy said it. Y'all trash. It's bad. I mean, listen, outside of what's the young corner name, man, they got, man? Let me look. They got a who?
Cam Taylor-Britt, I think it is.
Nah, not Cam Taylor-Britt. Not him.
DJ Turner.
DJ Turner. Outside of DJ Turner, the rest of the defense is horrendous. And it's unfortunate for him because he's playing great this year. He's playing good. And he's playing at a level where you can make a case if the Bengals were worth anything on the defensive side, he'll be an all-pro corner. Like that's how well he's playing.
He is. I
But,
get it.
but the defense is putrid, man. I mean, listen, bro. Joe Flacco went out there, and he's averaging almost 33 points a game. He has. I wrote the numbers down. Hold on, let me look. What are the numbers at, man? So look, in 4 games, he has 11-2 TD and INT ratio. They're averaging 32.8 points per game. And that's on top of him coming off a performance where he threw for the most yards for a 40-year-old quarterback in NFL history.
Yeah.
And they lost. At some point, listen, I get it, bro. I know people we was discussing Zach Taylor potentially losing his job. But I'm like, hey, what can he do? What can he do about what's happening on the defensive side?
Who's drafting the players in that organization?
Exactly, because have we seen Shamar Stewart? He's quite literally. Shamar Stewart may quite literally be the worst first-round pick I've ever seen. He might quite literally be that.
Also, even when I give him this semi grace because he was in contract disputes the whole damn offseason, pretty much. He got in with the team right when the season was starting. No training camp, no preseason. So everything he's seeing from these NFL offenses is the first time he's seeing it live. The defense is already trash. So he's learning this shit on the fly. I think he'll be better next year, but he's definitely ass right now.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. I watched him get blown off the line after 5 yards, bro.
It's
bad. Listen, I get it. He's seeing all this stuff for the first time, and the game is faster than what you appears on TV. I get it, but bro,
it's a little different.
It's bad. It's horrible.
It's grown men for real. That shit a little different. This ain't college, bro. You ain't just finna speed rush everybody.
This shit bad, bro. It's bad right now, and I feel for the players, man. It's like I hate when people be making this perception that you have to give this status quo AI ass response. Fuck that. Like they're playing bad. They're playing bad. We're going to call it what it is. They're playing bad. Like
anybody that's ever played team sports, we all know you can definitely win the locker room at halftime because your teammates trash. I don't care what nobody said. I done it. Defense locking up and the offense giving up, and the offense can't score. Bro, can y'all put some points up, bro? Nigga, I've been on the field all half. Can y'all do something? Sustain the drive, run it, run some clock, something. We all done it, bro. So I ain't gonna act brand new like, oh, you can't do that. The hell you can't. Now, if he was playing like some shit and then said that, like, you garbage. Why is you talking? But he ain't. Even though Jamar said the right thing in the locker room, when he was walking in the damn tunnel, they caught that nigga on camera. One fucking stop. Damn, one fucking stop. So nigga, you agree with him. You ain't gonna say it now. You'd have had time to calm down, even took your shower, you'd have relaxed. But nigga, you was hot. And you had every right to be hot. I'm not gonna ever make nobody feel bad for being honest, bro. That's just not it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure. He had every right to be mad, and Chase Brown had every right to be mad. And Chase Brown didn't play lights out by any means, but
he contributed to scoring points. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, at the end of the day, bro, it's like, bro, we need one. We put up 90 points in 2 weeks and lost both games. Like, we need one. That's it.
And you gave the Jets their first win. Like,
and mind you, the Jets was the same team that couldn't even get 120 yards of offense against the fucking Broncos.
The first win off y'all on a halfback pass.
It's bad, gang, and it's bad, bro. It's bad, man. It's bad, bro. Let's close out the show, man. We're gonna do our last segment, dog. And for those who are not aware, right now the score is 7-7 right now. For the Raiders and the Broncos. It's 2 minutes and 36 seconds left on my end in the second half. So let's go ahead and get off into the last segment. But before we do that, though, Josh had another comment. One stop was real. Loveland bounced off 3 guys. Yeah, exactly. Loveland came into that game with, I believe, under 100 yards receiving, and he went out there.
Yeah, I don't, and I'm still looking at Bears fans. All you Bears fans that be on my ass, y'all. Tyler Warren was sitting right there, and y'all took dude. Now, granted, he showed up today, but Tyler Warren finna be an All-Pro as a rookie. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Made the tackle. Tackling is the DC. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I say it's difficult for me to say Zach Taylor needs to be fired, bro.
He hired him.
Zach Taylor did hire him. That's a fact, and that's on him. But dog, the talent, dog. He can't. He don't draft the talent. He don't draft the talent.
The last 2 drafts, I wouldn't have taken a single offensive player. I swear. And they don't hit the free agency. I don't know what the hell they be doing, bro.
Exactly, bro. It seems more like a GM issue.
It's crazy to say, but you should have traded T for some defense, bro.
But let me say this, man. So last segment we got, man. So listen, how good would prime youngest MVP in NBA history Derrick Rose be today? So how good would Derrick Rose be today, man, in today's NBA? We got 5 levels. You feel me? First level I got De'Aaron Fox.
Better, easy, slide, not even close.
Next level, level 2, I got John Morant.
Slide.
All right, so you ain't even thinking about it.
I ain't nothing to think about.
All right. Next level, level 3, I got Trae Young.
Slide.
All right.
Nah.
All right, so next level, level 4, I got Steph Curry.
I gotta stop it and stuff.
Oh man, that's today. Remember, we talk about Steph today.
Steph, today versus
Steph today. In today's NBA.
Shit, that's still Steph, bro. Steph been the same for the last like 15, bro. Shit. Oh. So 37, 38-year-old Steph versus
prime D Rose, youngest MVP. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go D Rose, bro. I don't like it, but I'll go D Rose then. If we talk about prime D Rose.
Okay. So he made it a level 5. And level 5 is Luka Doncic.
Luka averaging 40 this year, bro. I can't even pretend to go the other way on it. Yeah, he's averaging 40, 10, and like 9, but it's not. Yeah, it's Luka.
All right, for sure. So he stopped at
level 5. Luka hooping for sure.
All right, so he stopped level 5. Then Rose
definitely be top. I mean, but is Luka the point though?
Yeah, Luka point. Yeah, Luka point.
So, but then when LeBron come back, is he still the point? Or LeBron the point?
Nah, Luka gonna be running the ball. We know that.
Yeah, I gotta stop. He'll definitely be an All NBA player though. I think he could still, even with all the guards in today's league, point guard and shooting guard, he can make All NBA first or second team in his prime. In today's NBA, he'd be at the free throw line every fucking drive because nobody was standing in front of him.
But Josh said he's still taking prime Rose.
Yeah, I mean that's fine, but I'm just saying when nobody standing in front of him, so that's over with.
He said he take prime Rose over all of them.
He'd have had every big and foul trouble in the league today. That's for damn sure.
That MV Rose was wild. Hey man, listen, man, I love Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, my favorite basketball. Derrick Rose, my favorite basketball player of all time, no doubt about it. But Luka, I'm sorry, bro. He's not better than Luka, bro. And I love Derrick Rose. I swear to God, that's my guy.
That's from the crib. I love that.
He's not better than Luka today.
Can't go that far. I gotta keep some credibility around this motherfucker. I can't do it. I want to, but I can't.
Yeah, I agree with you, my boy. I agree. But hey, listen, that'll be it for the show tonight, man. Appreciate those who tuned in to the show once again. Always much love, always much appreciated for those who do tune in. If you're not doing so already, y'all go ahead, hit like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Hit the bell notification to be notified whenever we do go live. Hit the bell notification for that, so you know when we live. Follow me on all my other socials: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm everywhere, man. Look up the handle LastWord Productions, and I promise you I'm there. But before we head out, Mike, got anything you want to add?
Man, just bang Niner game, man. We finna beat the Rams again for you non-believing ass motherfuckers out there, and then we'll see what's what after that. That's it.
He said, "I love Luka, but he ain't got no MVP. Hey, he looking like one this year, brother. He looking like one this year, but we gonna see.
That might only be a few months away, bro. Just hold on tight real quick.
Yeah, all right. But all right, my boy.
I'll let you.